Guys, this is Donnie with Standing Goats Rescue. I'm out here hunting today. I did not bring my stick. I mounted my phone on to record. I'd already heard some strange stuff. I went to the area down the road where I put the camera up a couple of weeks ago, and I had the log thrown at me. I went down there and I couldn't take it. It was too much crap happening. But anyhow, the first video I posted, I did that long live stream, and I had the activity. I seen that goofy animal like a deer with a man's face. Anyway, a lot of odd things happened. That's the area I'm going to. I've got my crossbow. I can't draw a bow back anymore, so I shoot a crossbow, and it's got a hand crank on it where I can crank it up, and a child could crank this thing up and cock it. But every game animal that I've harvested with this crossbow, it's been almost instant. There was no suffering. I'm so thankful for that. But I heard some strange noises already, and I hadn't even made it back to my spot. I got within 100 yards of the car and was hearing things back here, just the banging sounds. And I thought I was hearing that mumbling, that talking. And I listened, and I couldn't hear it anymore. It was very brief. But anyhow, I'm going to stop the video. I've got a ways to walk. I don't know if you guys can see what I've got to go through. I got to come out of the pines, right through there, middle of the screen. I got to go through that stuff. And it's about probably 75 yards of it, and then I'll be able to get on the logging road. But stand by. Hopefully I'll be able to get in a game animal, and I'll show you guys how we do it here at Standing Goats. We respect these animals, and even the ones that we hunt up until the end, we respect them. A life is grand. God give it to all of us. He blew the breath of life into us. The breath, meaning the spirit. So these animals have spirit as well. But I'll be back. Just stand by. God bless you. Hey guys, I just had a very bizarre encounter. I don't want them to hear me, so I'm trying to whisper. But I had coming on the logging road into here. I come around the corner. That road is shaped like a horseshoe, and I come around that corner, and the game warden was standing there. And that's not unusual. It's the first one I've seen in about 2 or 3 years. But when I come around the corner and I seen him, he was standing there. He had another man with him. The other guy had on a black a suit, a uniform, not a suit, but a uniform. It was solid black. And there was another guy that was across on the other side of the horseshoe road that was also wearing the same uniform, that solid black. It was not a police, it was not military, it was some type of law enforcement. It was back behind me, back there, probably 100 yards from where I'm at right now. But he asked me what I was hunting, and I told him deer and wild hogs. I think I hear him. asked me what else I was hunting. I told him that's it. And he asked me if I was armed. I'm in the woods hunting. The game warden, the only thing he did was ask to see my license, my hunting license, and my driver's license or my identification. But these other guys were asking just off the wall questions. They asked me if I've seen anything. I said no, not today. And he said, what else do you normally hunt in here? And I told him hogs and deer, that's all that's out here. And he said, so you're not hunting anything else? I said, no. There's nothing else here but squirrel. And they're not in season right now, not in this area. And he says, have you seen any bears, any large bears out here? This is swamp. And normally where you find wild hogs, you will not find a bear. I don't know if the bears are afraid of them or if it's the other way around. Wild hogs are bad news. They're vicious animals. And he said, are you sure you haven't seen any bears? And I told him I've been hunting here for the better part of 35 years. I've never even seen a bear track. There's no bears out here. It's a very small area, but it's surrounded by thousands of acres of private forest land. And he said, are you filming? Are you recording any footage? I guess he thought I was videoing my hunt. And I told him, I said, no, I don't have a camera, just one on my phone. And he asked me if I had any pictures that I've taken today. I said, no. I did a little short recording. I told him the recording when I came in. When I just giving you guys a heads up, the first part of this video. And I asked him, I said, you're welcome to watch it. I was gonna try to shoot an animal, shoot a deer, and just to show people how I go about blessing the animal and giving thanks for it. And he didn't watch it. He wasn't interested in watching it. But he was really concerned with me having a camera out here. I don't know who these guys were, these other two guys. But they were wearing a black uniform and it had a star on it. But the pocket had a star. If you can see about here. Had a star right in the middle, or off to the side of the chest where the shirt pocket should have been. And it had a bunch of letters, like you know how the fire department and the police department have their badge, and then it's got the initials for the police department or the fire department on them, depending on what jurisdiction they're in. They had letters like that around the emblem. A lot of letters. The top row was probably 7 or 8 letters, and the bottom one was 3 or 4. But what really screwed me up on it, the game warden, he's got a jacket on. It's 38 degrees right now. He's got a jacket on. He's got his cap on, his toboggan. He's dressed for the weather. These other two guys, all they got on is a long sleeve, that black uniform. It's almost as though the cold didn't bother them, but I don't know how they got out here. There's no roads coming into here. The logging roads that are back here, you can't access them. They're all blocked off. And if you could get in here, you need a tractor to get through all the trees that are growing up in the middle of the roads. But they were just really out of place. I don't know if they're here for the big guys. This is the area where I've had so much activity. I'll the big guys make me nervous, but these two guys with this game warden, it was a weird experience. I don't like it at all. I've got a bad feeling. It's almost, when I come out here, you know the big guys are around. Normally you hear them, but then you'll get that sensation that you're being stared at. I've got it so bad right now. I don't know if they're following me, them guys with the game warden. But I intentionally, let me show you my surroundings, if you can see. It's really thick in here with palmettos. They're really, really loud. I couldn't turn it 360 degrees because I'm holding it with my hand. But there's the pine tree that I stopped at. I don't ever come down in here to hunt because you can't move down here without making excessive noise. There's so much deadfall, and these palmettos are really loud. These things right here. You can't move through them without being heard. I don't hear nobody coming. But if they come through this, I'll hear them coming down here. But I've got that bad feeling that I'm being watched. I don't know if it's them guys or if it's the giants. But anyhow, I came in from behind the middle of the screen. Where's my finger? Right here. Back there. That's the way I came in. I'm going to go out. Trying to get the camera right that way. I'm going to go out right through there between this tree and this tree. Trying to see which way my finger's pointing. Anyway, I'm going out that way. It's really, really thick in there. I think my hunting's over. I don't know who these guys were. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how they got in here. Where I parked my car at, there's enough room to probably park 3 vehicles there. And I was the only vehicle. There were no tire tracks. Nobody else has been in there. It's kind of grown up some. We've had a lot of rain. And so everything's grown up. So the only tire tracks coming into it are mine. Do you hear it? That's the big guys, I think. Them 2 guys that were with the game warden. The game warden, they were always armed. They always have a pistol on their side. And that game warden, that's all he had. The 2 guys that were with him, it looked like an AR-15 rifle. They both had one. They had them hanging around their neck with the strap, and they both had a pistol. There's some type of law enforcement. I don't know who, I've never seen that uniform before. But I'm gonna go out. I'm fixing to get together. I think there's somebody moving around me. I'm gonna go through there. I'm gonna try to head out. I think that was the big guys, the giants. This is the main road that I normally would come in on. They scare me when they come in here, but they've never been aggressive to me here. Never in all the years I've come in here. I've never had a problem with them coming after me. I'm just scared of them. And things are really big and they smell really bad. But they're scary. They're really scary. But anyhow, stand by. I'm going to post this whole video today. I'm not going to edit it. I may put a title on it, but I'm going to post the whole video. I gotta go. Somebody's coming. Hold on. Hey guys. Either somebody's snoring over here, or I'm being growled at. Hang on. Sorry about the camera view. It's hard to carry a crossbow and a phone at the same time. Or if somebody's snoring. It sounds like a snore. I moved from where I was at. If somebody comes at me from in here, they got a lot to go through. See how thick it is. Somebody was whistling back there. I don't know if it showed up on the camera or not. I was talking, and at the same time I heard a whistle back behind me. It's growling. It's coming from back behind me. That's that knocking. Okay, I'm gonna move up here. I gotta go back up through this stuff back here. There's a trail up here a little ways that cuts across. And it'll bring me out on the logging road. I want to get out of this particular spot. I don't like it here. That sensation of being watched is just about overwhelming. Let me get up. I just want to get out of this bottom that I'm in. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I just come out of that area I was in back there. I was hearing mumbling. I don't know if the mumbling was them guys that was with the game warden or if it was the giants. I don't know what it was, but I was already creeped out and I heard the whistling and then the mumbling and I heard somebody coming up on me from behind. It was just a little overwhelming. Let me move this. Maybe you guys can see. Sorry. Oh. It's still cold. I am sweating and trying to get out of there. I want to show you guys the road. I'm on the road right now. Can you see? Okay. That's the road. There's no way for them to have driven in here. That's behind me on the road. This is where this right here is the original logging road. That's the way I'm going. Anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera around for you guys that aren't watching me. I don't like seeing me on there. And breaking one of my teeth out. I bought one a few days ago. And I definitely don't want to be putting that on YouTube. Stand by, I'm going to stop this and I'll switch cameras. Okay, we're rolling. Alright, sorry about that. I'm hoping if one of them guys will step out, maybe I can get him on video without them seeing me. I don't know who they were. I've never seen that uniform before. It almost looked like a security guard uniform, just a black, solid black uniform. Like overalls. The coveralls that you wear in wintertime, you know, overalls have the strap that comes over the shoulder. Coveralls are long sleeve. Well, that's what they had on, was coveralls. But they looked incredibly thin. They definitely were not insulated. I don't know, that whole situation was just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I don't know how long they've been out there. I left my house this morning at about 5:15 to come out here. And I walked back to down that horseshoe road. And as I got near the curve of it, that's where I had all that crazy activity earlier in the summer. It was right there, just around the far end of the curve. I ran into them right at the start of the curve. And they were just standing there. I don't get it. I'm fixing to come out on the opposite side of that horseshoe road where I ran into them. So just a heads up, if they're there, I'm gonna turn off the camera. I don't want them taking my phone. I don't make nothing for a paycheck, and I can't afford to replace it. And I think it'll end really badly if they try to take my phone from me. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just trying to feed my family. That was my sole intention today, was to go hunting. And that ruined my whole day. I've never run into people like that. I mean, you bump into a game warden every once in a while, but normally he's up at the gate where it's blocked off, where you park. I've never seen one out here. Not way back here on these roads like this, these old logging roads. This horseshoe road is cleared pretty nicely. when they had the fire. About 4 or 5 years ago, they brought the tractor in and they cleared all the burnt stuff off the roads, all the burnt up trees that fell. There's a lot of broken trees here. Jeez, look at that. This is the first time I come out. I went this far. Right back in there. That's where I've had all them, I've seen all them strange encounters. That's where I set the trail cam up. I hung it from a string and something was like swinging it side to side, and it'd pull it way out to one side and just hold it for, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds. And then it'd move it the other direction and hold it. That happened right back here. I'm fixing to be on this cleared section of the road. There's that whistle again. That was behind me. Just about gotten used to that. Okay, this is the road. Oh, there's a lot of trees down. Look at that. This is the horseshoe road. If you go down there and turn to the left about probably 100 yards down, and you walk into the woods there about 100 yards. That's where that old my ladder stand is. Let me see, I'm going to have to swap hands. It's neck injury. My hands go dead quite easily. See, there's no way they could have drove out here. I don't understand how they got way out there. And then 2 guys, they didn't have a jacket on at all. And this is Florida. And when it's hot, it's hot. But when it's cold, it's cold. Been up north a few times, and it's a different kind of cold up there. And it's 20 or 30 degrees in North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, those areas that I've been to. It's not that bad. But down here, when it's 40, it'll cut right through you. The humidity's always so high. Thought I heard something. Probably not. Guys, stand by. I gotta cross through this stuff right here. And I'll be on the other side of the horseshoe road where I ran into the game warden and them 2 fellas. And I'm just gonna put my phone up until I'm verified that they're not there. Just stand by. Alright guys, I just came out. That's the horseshoe road right there. There's no way you're driving a vehicle down that. But I just come out of there. I'm on the main road now. This is it. I don't know where these guys, I don't know how they got in here. I'm kind of puzzled. That swamp out there. And it goes on for a long way. That's thick. I don't know if you can tell. That stuff's about 7 foot high. A lot of it is 10 or 12 or higher. And this is the road. I've got a little trail back here that I made just to cut off some time. 'Cause I have a lot of problems with my legs. I have bad hips and just, I'm old and beat up. I wanted to walk this way to see if they came this way. I don't see any boot prints. You know, the two guys that were in the black uniforms, it almost seemed like they had dress shoes on. I mean, I'm sure they didn't. But whatever they were wearing, their footwear was black and very, very shiny. Golly. Oh. If y'all have had any encounters with people like that, chime in and share it with me if you don't mind. I don't know, it's kind of freaked me out. I don't know why they were here. You know, when I first seen them, I thought maybe the DEA people. There's no tracks. But I don't know. Hang on, I gotta move this crossbow to my other side. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the greatest camera operator. I just want to make sure you guys can see this without getting seasick. Okay. This is the road. I'm still on the road. Headed out. They used to maintain these a long time ago. See, they're not driving through that mess. They just, that was the ultimate creep factor. I seen the game warden first, and that kind of startled me. So I've never seen a game warden there. I've seen them up where I parked my car. They check me. They haven't done that in quite a few years. But they do check. That's their job. Oh. Sorry, I've got still dealing with sinus issues. There's no tracks here. There's no boot marks or shoe marks of any kind. I don't know. You know, if the game warden were not with them, I'd never believed that I'd seen them folks. Because I've never seen a uniform like that. It's like something you'd see on one of the TV shows. One of them bounty hunters or something. But anyhow, I came out to go hunting. Hunting season opened this past Saturday for archery and crossbows if you have a disabled person's crossbow permit. And so I come hunting. I'm trying not to jerk the phone too much. I'm sorry. This crossbow gets heavy. There's another one of them trees bent. That's a new one. That's the Florida maple. See, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not sick. Isn't that weird? They're like that all over out here. There's a time you never seen nothing like that out here. But now it's about every second or third trip I take out here, there's a new one bent over. Well, guys, I hope it didn't bore you with a dull video. I was hoping to harvest a deer or a wild pig. And I just wanted to post a video up of how we do it. And I keep seeing new videos posted. I love hunting. I love watching hunting videos. I just don't like the way they go about it. Oh, the hawk. I didn't know what that was. Scared me. I've still got a ways to go to get to the car. But I just want to touch base with y'all and share with you that very unusual encounter. So I'm going to stop the video now. When I get up to the car, I may turn it on. I'll see if the game warden's truck is up there. Alright guys, sorry I didn't have anything to show you. I apologize for that. It started out a really good morning, very cold morning, and then the creep factor. Bumping into two guys wearing like cotton thin overalls in 37-degree weather, 38-degree, with no jacket, out in the middle of nowhere. No boots. I don't know. I'm puzzled. Anyhow, y'all have a wonderful day. I hope your Halloween went well. And I wish each and every one of you guys just a wonderful week. May God bless you all. Bless your families. And fill you with prosperity. Thank you. God bless you. Until next time, you guys be safe.